Raptor fans, I'm going to borrow this real quick if you don't mind. The Leafs get the big-time 2-1 W over the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Center tonight. And with the W, the Leafs now have a 2-1 series lead over these Montreal Canadiens. And in that span, the Habs have scored a total of 4 goals in 3 games. That is a testament to the way the Leafs have played defensively. And of course, Jack Campbell, who has his best game of the playoffs there tonight. No doubt. And he picks up the W, a big-time third period for Jack Campbell. We'll get to that in a little bit here. But let's start right from the top in this one. First period. Nylander to Spezza to the back. Oh, my goodness. Carey flippin' Price with an absolutely incredible save to keep it a 0-0 hockey game. And I've said it for years now. The Montreal Canadiens will go as far as that man takes them. It's beginning of August. They don't have the guys to score a ton of goals. You're seeing that in this series. They don't have the D-core to shut you down. But they have a goalie who can win you a series. And he showed you right then and there what he is capable of. An absolutely incredible stop from Carey Price, keeping it a 0-0 game after 1 period of play. But as I'm sitting here, you got to just keep firing on the net. Keep peppering Carey Price. You can find a way to beat him. And off an assuming draw, off an offensive zone faceoff, Alex Kerfoot wins the draw. You don't talk about the guy a whole lot, but he was great in Game 2. Him and Engvall, and they were both great again in Game 3. Alex Kerfoot wins the draw. And Nylander picks up just above the circle, curls at the top, and he just fires it on. But it's through a sea of guys, a sea of legs, and it might have hit a Montreal Canadian in front of them, but it doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net as the Leafs take the 1-0 lead. Nylander with his 3rd goal in 3 games in the playoffs. 1 in Game 1, 1 in Game 2, and 1 in Game 3. Willie Nylander getting it done. And Leaf fans, that contract's looking pretty damn sweetie, if you ask me. He's not even making $7 million, and he's out here getting 3 goals in 3 games in the playoffs. That's what you love to see. And the lone assist was by Kerfoot at 7:18 of the second period. And then, just over 6 minutes after that, you have, who is that going down the right side? Looks like Phil Kessel, and he rips it low, blocker side. Yeah, that's usually Phil Kessel. Oh, wait, that was Nick Suzuki. Hold up a second here. Yeah, Leaf fans, little nostalgia there because it was literally the patented Phil Kessel move. Come down the right side, lift that leg, rip that thing, wrist shot, make sure it was a wrist shot, low blocker, but above the pad, below the blocker, on the goaltender in the back of the net. That was a perfect Phil Kessel shot by Nick Suzuki. And it ties the game at 1. They're at 13:56 of the second period. But not even 3 minutes after that, the Leafs in the offensive zone. Riley at the point, cross the ice to Mitch Marner. As Mitch Marner slowly starts to move down into about the top of the circle area, Riley goes down the other side. Marner, cross-seam pass to Riley. And if you watch this play, Zach Hyman's got his butt in front of the net. All of the day's work for Zach Hyman. He's always there. But Carey Price, it looked to me like he was either playing a Riley cross-seam feed or a slap pass to Zach Hyman in front of the net because he kind of cheats towards the middle of the ice a little bit before Riley even plays the puck. And it opens up a pretty big hole there on the short side. Riley sees that and is like, I ain't gonna miss that. And he just rips it past Carey Price to give the Leafs a 2-1 lead. Marner and Brody grab assists on the goal at 16:35 of the second period. And I can't not talk about that scrum that happened leading to a power play for the Leafs, actually. I think it was Josh Anderson and Ben Sherratt getting the penalties, and then Brody got another penalty. And they were losing their mind, you know, why we had a power play. Did you not see Sherratt on top of, I don't know who it was, punching the living snot out of him? Like, hey, if that's not rough, and I don't know what. And I don't know what Josh Anderson, I didn't even see what there must have been a scuffle with Brody or whatnot. So if that's fine, get those 2 guys off for roughing, and then Sherratt, you're beating the snot out of a guy on the ground. Yeah, get off for roughing, you idiots. And then in that scrum, you see Mitch Marner in there with losing his bucket, and then Austin Matthews loses his bucket. He's just sitting on the ice, and he's just laughing. And Leaf fans, I can tell you this. Hab fans watching that and seeing our best player sitting on his rear end while the Leafs are winning right now. I don't know if it happened when we were winning or if it was a tie game. I can't quite remember. But either way, he's sitting on the ice laughing, and you know that's driving Hab fans bonkers. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, with the Nylander, with the Riley goal to give you the lead, with all the shenanigans that happened, I thought it was fantastic, by the way, the Matthews laugh. It's great. He reminds me of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the sense where he's laughing, having a great time, but when it comes to playing, oh, he's serious to get the job done. And you saw it from Matthews all game long. He was spectacular. Now, the Leafs go into the third period. 27-14 in shots, right? So you're feeling great. You got a 2-1 lead. You pepper the snot out of Carey Price. Now you got to shut the door. But you knew that Montreal was going to come out with some fire in the third period because they're down a goal. And goal scoring has been next to impossible for them in the series. Going into that third period, they've only scored 4 goals in 3 games. That's awful. That is straight up awful. You know, and you know you're going to get an onslaught. They had 15 shots in the third period. The Leafs only had 2. Clearly it wasn't, hey, we're going to force the offense. No, we're going to play sound as yet defensive hockey and keep everything outside. Make them make some really tough plays. And that's what they did. Did the Habs dominate most of the zone time in that third period? Absolutely. Did they dominate the shot totals? Absolutely in the third period. But if you look at those plays, you look at those close plays, when they were, Joe just missed his stick, was the relief disrupting that play? Yes. You know, a couple backdoor feeds on saucer passes. There was a Leaf diving in front or a Leaf stick in the way that they had to sauce it over the stick, right? There was all these small things making impacts. Did you see any slot shots? No. The Leafs kept everything to the outside and forced them to make some really tough plays. And Jack Campbell, whenever they had a shot on net, was able to stand tall and make all 15 stops in the third period. Mwah, you beautiful man. He's been fantastic. And Leaf fans, Frederik Andersen, I don't know, man. The way Jack Campbell's been playing right now, and we all know Frederik Andersen, given in these week ones in the playoffs, they always make us pull our hair out. However, the D-core has been really good this year, but with Freddie in the net, he hasn't done the greatest. So Jack Campbell right now, man, he's just flying. He's just playing some really good hockey. And 4 goals in 3 games. That's also Jack Campbell allowing 4 goals in 3 games. He has been awesome. You know, he has been flat out incredible in these first 3 games. We need this to continue. Right? I've always said it and I will continue to say it. In the playoffs, you need a goaltender who's going to give you these types of nights. You need a goaltender that's going to steal you a game or steal you a period so that you can win a game. You need that from your goaltender. That's why you have 12 forwards, 60, and a goalie, because that goalie is so integral and so important. And we Leaf fans, we've seen in the past what happens when your goaltender kind of lets you down in a big moment. We've seen that a lot. But today, Jack Campbell, an integral part in this W for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's get to the stats real quick. 29-29 in shots. We also talked about 15-2 in the third period. Both teams had, well, we had 4 power plays. They had 3. Neither team scored on any of them. One of theirs was actually a 4-minute power play in the first period. The high stick, Galchenyuk got Gallagher high. And, but the Leafs killed it off. They did a great job on the PK all game long. We were 0 for 4. We killed all 3 penalties of theirs. That's great. Jack Campbell, 1 goal on 29 shots. He was spectacular all game long. But now with the W, talked about, and we can relive the moments if we want, but you got to get right back on the horse. Tomorrow night, 7:30 puck drop there at the Bell Center. Game 4, right? Game 4 between the Leafs and Habs. And Leaf fans, we want this one tomorrow. You go into Montreal, I don't care if there's fans or not. You go into Montreal and you take both those. You come back home with a 3-1 series lead, forcing them to have to win 3 straight when they can't score for squat. You're putting yourself in a really good situation. You lose that to 2-2 game, 2-2 series, and basically it's a whole new series. You got to find a way to win that one tomorrow. And I don't care. It's just because it's a back-to-back. It's not regular season hockey. Leaf fans do not expect Frederik Andersen to get the cage. The man, SOUPY, has been unreal in these first 3 games. You bet your rear he's out there for tomorrow night's game. All right, for game 4 against the Habs at 7:30. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening, because any Leafs playoff dub you're definitely enjoying, smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already, guys. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys, Jay's Edition, tomorrow as they play the Yankees in the Bronx. You know, you got Steven Matz on the mound tomorrow against Corey Kluber, but great news, Alek Manoah's getting the ball on Wednesday. Ooh, that's going to be exciting there on Wednesday in New York. But first up, 7:05 first pitch tomorrow in Game 1 of the series against the Yankees. Matson Kluber there. And as for the Leafs, Game 4 between the Leafs and the Habs goes tomorrow night, 7:30 puck drop there at the Bell Center as the Buds look to build this nice-looking 3-1 series lead, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.